Okay. So, um, how many Chromebooks have been broken this year?
Oh gosh, I would have to look up that information, but I would say in general, probably between 10 and 15 a week.
Ooh,
I would say in general.
that's a lot.
Yeah, sometimes more, depends. Yeah, but yeah, I would have to look up the exact numbers.
Um, what do you have, or like, do you have any problems with like kids breaking them, or like how much they break them?
What do you mean by me having problems?
Like,
Like, do I get frustrated?
yeah.
If it's like the same person and they've broken like Chromebook after Chromebook after Chromebook after Chromebook, we have a policy in place where if there's been too many, we end up just pulling the Chromebook and they don't get to have a Chromebook because they just can't take care of it. For example, just as an example, every time a screen is broken, that costs the school district $50
Really?
to repair it. Yeah. If the screen and the case is broken, that's like $200 because the computer's unusable at that point, and so the whole thing has to be replaced. So yeah, I mean, I don't take it personally because it's like they're not hurting me, but they cost all of us money, and so if it's so many, then at that point, the person just can't take care of it. They can't be trusted with it.
Right. Okay. You just kind of answered one of our other questions.
Oh, okay.
So we don't have to go over that one now.
Okay.
That happened in the other interview.
Did it? Well, that's all right.
What do you like do with the Chromebooks when they break? Do you like fix them or do you like throw them out?
So if I can fix them here, I fix them here. If I can't fix them here, I have a little spot up on my shelf where they go to the district office, and sometimes they can fix stuff that I can't because they have all the parts there and like they have replacement screens and all that kind of stuff. If they can't fix it, then it goes, we have a big bin at the district office where all of the super damaged or old Chromebooks go, and they get sent off to Idaho to be recycled. And they come and get that like once a month. So we fill like an Apple bin size worth of electronics about once a month for the whole district.
Wow, that's a lot. How many Chromebooks get taken or like thrown out or gone to Idaho? Because
You
they
mean
got,
like that never
taken
come
'cause they're
back?
bad usually.
You mean like if somebody takes it, like we've had them before where people have taken them to Disneyland
Really?
and they left them at the hotel in Disneyland. It doesn't happen a ton, but it does happen a couple times a year. We've had students leave them in movie theaters. We've had students leave them at their friend's house in Michigan.
Oh my gosh.
Or like we had one student who had it out on a raft and dropped it in a lake. When that happens, so the Chromebooks are just like a library book. When you get one, you're taking responsibility for it.
Right.
And so if it gets completely lost or left, that responsibility is the family's. So it's your family's responsibility, and that's $200 that your family has to pay to replace the Chromebook, because the school can't just go around dumping Chromebooks everywhere. We just
Right.
can't afford it. Yeah, so that's what happens.
And then for the last question, like, this is your opinion.
Sure.
Why do you think kids break or mistreat their Chromebooks?
You mean purposely?
Purposely? Yeah.
Purposely, so there's a few different, there's a couple different answers to that. So I'm going to give you a couple different answers to that.
Okay.
Some students break Chromebooks to mess with other students. I've seen that before.
Right.
In which case, when that happens, if we're able to track down who actually did the damage, we assign a fee for the repair to the person who did the damage, not the person who owns the Chromebook. Because
Right.
it's not the person who owns the Chromebook's fault that happened. We have had students get frustrated or angry and damage their Chromebooks. So if a student purposely damages their Chromebook, again, we get that fixed if we can get it fixed, and the student is then responsible for the cost of that. And so that fine goes on their account. And when you have a fine on your account, you can't do sports, you can't do extracurricular activities until that fine is paid for. So if you want to play basketball or you want to play baseball or volleyball or whatever, and you have one of those Chromebook fines on your account, you can't do that until that's paid.
Right.
So, I mean, and why do I think students do it? Sometimes students get frustrated. We all get mad sometimes. We all get frustrated sometimes. It's just not a good idea to like damage something that's not yours. And ultimately, the Chromebooks are not the students.
Right.
They belong to the school district. And so you're damaging the school's property when you do that. And so then you're responsible for that.
Right. Okay, that's all.